So what to do during a tornado? So first thing you do is get your family to a safe space. So best places are things that are under stairs, like maybe a closet. Another great space is anywhere there's not a window, like a hallway. A bathroom is a great spot to hide. So you want to get in there, you want to get in a safe space, get your family and your dog, pets in there if you can, to make sure that you're safe from the tornado. That's your best bet, best place to be. The next thing that you want to do is make sure you have your phone with you so you can listen for alerts, you can see what's going on if you can't leave that room. You can also, call 911 if you need to be pulled out, or you need help. The next thing you do that is not approved, but any self-respecting Texan man will do, is once your family's in that bathroom, you have to run outside and video the tornado, try to locate it, make sure that you can see where it is. That's a crucial step for any guy. But don't listen to the last part, but number one, be safe, make sure your family's safe. And safe, make sure there's nothing that can harm you guys as you exit your closet or bathroom, whatever your safe space was, to protect your family. So your house can be replaced, cars, everything can be replaced. You can't replace your family. Make sure that is number one, is take care of people and pets. Can't replace those. So next thing to do is you want to mitigate damage. So that could include shutting off the power to your house, shutting off water, tarping things, making sure you're clearing debris away from your building, your home, all of those things that can stop more damage from happening. Those are important steps, and you want to start, once it's safe, you want to start documenting things. That can include pictures. I think the best thing to do, though, is to video. By videoing, you can always pause a video. It's hard to think about, what should I take a picture of, what's important, what's damaged. Get your video camera out, start talking, start saying when, what time, what day on the video, and video the damage, video, your surroundings. Just document everything to make sure that you have a good video of what happened. You want to take pictures or videos of the mitigation that you've done, like putting up a tarp, shutting off the water. You want your insurance company to know that you took all the steps to prevent further damage, to make sure that your claims process, which I'm going to make another video about, is smooth and everything goes well. So, but first of all, most important thing, make sure your family, neighbors are safe, unharmed. If you need, call 911, get help for first aid. Don't try to think you can do everything by yourself, but check on your family, your neighbors, and then start mitigating any further damage that could happen. So I'll make another video about the actual claims process once you call your insurance company, but you don't have to call them right away. Take care of what's most important first, and that's family, friends, and preventing any further damage. One of the crucial steps when you have tornado damage. So a tornado is considered a windstorm. So when you call your insurance company, you want to let them know, we just had a tornado come through our neighborhood. My home was damaged. And just let them know what's going on when you start that claim, when you start talking to them. You want to let them know, hey, I shut off the power, I shut off the water. We're trying to get tarps up to stop any further damage. That's a crucial step you want to make sure they know about. But a tornado is a windstorm. So when you look at your policy, you should see deductibles for wind, hail, possibly you have hurricane on there, and you have all other perils. So one of my clients, the tornado did not hit his home, but there was lightning. And so that is going to be just a regular perils claim. That's not going to fall under windstorm or hail. So that would usually, I believe on his policy, that was a 1% deductible. When it comes to wind and hail, a lot of people in this area have 2, 3, 4, 5% deductibles just because of the area that we're in. But a lot of my clients still have, and I try to get them a 1% deductible for wind and hail. Wind and hail is much more common than hurricanes in this area. Our homes are built for hurricanes, and so they don't have a lot of damage from straight line wind, but a tornado is a whole nother story. You can't build a home to withstand winds that are going in all different directions, swirling. You just can't. So that deductible is usually 1%. And I have a lot of people that will say, you know, Ryan, what 1% of what? 1% of the damage, 1% of the value of my home? It's 1% of the rebuild cost. So for my home, it's about 4,000 square feet. And so our rebuild cost is between $800,000 and $900,000 to rebuild our home. So my deductible would be $8,000 for tornado damage. So a lot of people will say, well, you know, that's more than I can sell my home for or less. It doesn't matter what you can sell it for. My home would not sell for $800,000, not even close. But that's the rebuild cost with all new materials, new labor, all of those things. So that's your deductible. So what you want to do is call your insurance company, tell them what happened, and you want to get an adjuster out as soon as possible. If you have a preferred contractor for your roof, I would try to schedule the roofer to come before, take a look at the roof, take a look at the damage, and to have them also meet with the adjuster when the adjuster comes. That way they can discuss things, go over things. Adjusters are great, but they're not roofers. So they want to work together on that claim. So once that process begins, you're going to pay your deductible to the roofer when the work is mostly done. So most of them will say, hey, we're substantially done, we need the deductible. Once you pay that deductible, your insurance company is going to pay what's called recoverable depreciation. So it's a little confusing. They're gonna say, well, your roof is $40,000. We're gonna give you 80% of that, less your deductible. So they'll take out your deductible, say your deductible is 10, the total that's gonna be paid is 30. They're gonna give you 80% of that up front. And then once the roof is replaced, they're going to send you another check for the recoverable depreciation. So why do they do that? The reason they do that is because there's a lot of people out there that will take the money and not repair the roof. So then you have an unrepaired roof, you have the potential for more damage in the future that the insurance company is going to have to pay for, or, you know, could end up on the hook for something that you didn't do properly on your home. So it's very important to follow that process. Make sure that you are communicating, documenting, and getting all of that in. Once you get all those final checks done, you want to take your completion documents. So the documents from your contractors that say everything was completed, and you want to send those into your insurance company to document everything. Number one, you want to get that check. Number two, you want to make sure that you get the discount for having a new roof on your home. And then you also want to make sure that they have proof that any further damage is not caused by this event, that it will be something, you know, in the future that comes up. You want to make sure you show, look, I restored everything the way it should be. It's insurable and proper. And then if something else happens in the future, there's not going to be a question from the claims people and from the insurance company about should we pay for this or not. So those are the crucial steps that you need to follow. Again, documenting is number one. I recommend using video just so that you can talk. You get a picture of everything and a video of everything, and then you can always freeze frame that if you need pictures. So anytime a tree falls that is healthy, that's considered an act of God or act of nature, however you want to classify it. And it would be covered under your insurance if it causes damage to your vehicles or to your home. If that tree is dead, now you have a totally different situation. You're responsible for maintaining trees on your property. If it falls on your home or vehicle, it might not be covered. It might not. Hopefully it is, but typically they're gonna deny that because you are required to maintain the trees around your home. Now, if it's somebody else's tree, again, if it's live, it's going to fall under your insurance. If it's dead, then it could be a liability situation where you claim against the other homeowner's insurance to get that covered. It's a complicated situation. It doesn't always work out great. And that's why I recommend if you see a dead tree, get it removed or contact the other homeowner, ask them to remove it, and also document that. So in the past, I've had that situation at our last home, and I sent a certified letter to the other homeowner saying, you know, hey, I documented that this tree is dead, that you haven't maintained it. I'm going to hold you liable if something happens with that tree and it damages my home or my property. So that's an important step to take. But I hope that helps with trees, just trying to keep it real simple. If it's green, it's going to fall under your insurance. If it's dead, it's a different situation. It might be a sticky situation. So get those dead trees removed, and I hope this helps. Have a great day.